My throat is still not perfect, so I'm trying to stay hydrated. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? My name is David DeFranco, and welcome back to another video game collection video. I just realized last week, shout out to someone in my chat. I'm sorry, I don't know your name right now. Or maybe I took a picture of it. And if I did take a picture, I'll put it right there. And if not, well, then I didn't take a picture. But shout out to you for saying, David, what about your PS4 collection? Yes, this happened during my live stream. And I was like, dude, I have a PS4 collection video. And then I was looking at my channel. I was like, wait, dude, you're right. I don't have an updated PlayStation 4 collection. Guys, I've done my PS1, PS2, and PS3 collections, but I have not done my PS4 collection. So here we go. It's quite extensive. It's taller than what the camera can show right now. It is in reverse alphabetical order, almost, because I had a few games slip on the way up between the basement and here. But here we go. And because of my voice, I'm going to try to keep things somewhat short. So here we go. Tom Clancy's The Division. Question for you. Do I alphabetize this by Tom Clancy or The Division? Clearly, I'm going with Tom Clancy because keep in mind we're going in reverse order right now. Anyway, The Division, I was obsessed with this game for the longest time. It's funny, I bought The Division 2 on PC. I think it was like really cheap, like $5 or $10, like really stupidly cheap game. But I just never, ever played it. It just sits there. And honestly, at this point in time, I don't think there's any real point in playing it, you know? But I can tell you this for a fact, I loved The Division. It was a lot of fun. I just love those open world multiplayer games. You know, the missions, the collectibles, the fact that you can interact with people, all that stuff. Thief. I talked about this a little while ago in a previous collection video. This game was not amazing by any means, but for whatever reason, I kind of forced myself to play through the entire game, and that's just what I did. Can't tell you anything about it. I mean, I kind of recall being on a roof. That's about it. This game was in no way special or unique. It was kind of like Splinter Cell, but you weren't Sam Fisher. You were just some kind of thief, dude. Good game, but nothing I would, really recommend, to go out of your way to play it. PlayStation VR demo disc. I don't even know why this is there. So there you go. I don't think I even played that. Maybe I did. I don't know. It's been a while. Street Fighter V. I think I bought this on a whim. Like, I don't know why. I just felt like, you know what? It's been years since I was into a Street Fighter game. And that's still true to this day. Guys, I loved Street Fighter 2. I think it was on Super Nintendo. I could be wrong, or Genesis, one of those. But for whatever reason, I just lost interest in Street Fighter over the years. I tried to reignite that love for Street Fighter. Couldn't do it. But for whatever reason, I decided to keep the game. Star Wars Battlefront. My voice is doing its thing already, and that's exactly why I'm not streaming for a little while. It's incredibly freaking infuriating, but it's whatever. Star Wars Battlefront. I recall loving it. If there's one thing I absolutely loved about this, it's not because of it's Star Wars, because I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy. I'm just not into it. I don't dislike it. I just never got into Star Wars like the rest of the world seems to have gotten into it. But I will say, the audio design in surround sound is absolutely mind-blowing. Just to hear like, pew, 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 like all around you, it was so cool. So if you care about audio like I do, just play Battlefront for the audio. And guys, I don't mean on a headset. I'm talking about like a physical 5.1 surround sound. Invest in better audio. It'll change the way you enjoy your media. Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Here's a hot take. Hi, Zero. Spyro's overrated. I'm just gonna come out and say that. Spyro's overrated. Like, people act like Spyro is like Mario or Sonic. I'm sorry, like, Spyro's fun. Yes, I played the original games as a kid on the PlayStation 1. It's not like I missed out on Spyro. Hi, Zero. Daddy's busy. I know, you're so cute. But there's something about the Reignited Trilogy, it just did not pull me in like the original games did. There are certain games that should just not be remastered, and I think Spyro is one of them. I mean, honestly, you should have just left it alone. And guys, that's why I'm saying, once again, it's a hot take. I realize a lot of people are going to hate that, but I really do think Spyro is very overrated. It's fun, but it's not, the revolutionary fun that people describe it as. Now, this game's incredible. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Basically, the one before this was, what, on 360? I just talked about this recently. Anyway, this was the definitive edition. I'm pretty sure it was in 60 frames per second. Loved everything about this game. Absolutely phenomenal experience. And honestly, to this day, it's probably still my favorite Tomb Raider game of all time. Resident Evil 7. I had to be careful because they always have to build their Roman numerals into the title, which I love, by the way. Clever. Resident Evil 7, absolute game changer. It took what I loved about the PT demo. Curse you, Konami, for never coming out with that. Seriously. Anyway, we're not going to talk about PT because that game just makes me sad because it's something that we'll never actually fully get to experience. But, let me tell you, one of the best experiences of my life. Anyway, Resident Evil 7, in my opinion, was the next best thing. And I loved the rebirth of Resident Evil in a way because we got away from the old third-person view, which is fine. But me personally, pun intended, I'm a first-person kind of guy when it comes to horror. Like, I just want to be part of the experience. I don't want to be zoomed out from the character. I want to be the character. I want to experience things with that character in full 5.1 surround sound. And man, let me tell you, Resident Evil 7, Baba Booey, phenomenal experience. Resident Evil 3, not my favorite remake. I think that is a popular opinion. That is not a hot take. Resident Evil 3 remake was fun, but I was not encouraged to play through it twice like I did with this, and it's very rare that I play through a game twice. Resident Evil 2, I may have played as Claire first or Leon first, either or, obviously, it's 50-50. But guys, Resident Evil 2 is my favorite Resident Evil game of all time in terms of, the classic Resident Evils, I should say. My favorite modern Resident Evil is 7. But in terms of remake, my God, Capcom did an absolutely freaking phenomenal job with this game. It was so good to the point where I felt the need to go through it twice because you get to see the story from each perspective, Leon and Claire, or Claire and Leon, awesome. I love this so much more than I did Resident Evil 3. Rayman Legends. I feel like I made this video already. I guess I didn't. Anyway, Rayman Legends, a great 2D style Rayman game, beautiful graphics, never actually beat it. But Rayman is definitely one of the harder 2D side-scrolling games in my opinion, and I feel like there's something on me. It's just my tag and my shirt. Breaking Bad shirt, by the way. Shout out to my friend Chloe for this. I love it. Anyway, yeah, good game. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I just never really stuck with it as long as I should have. Ratchet and Clank, Baba Booey. Guys, I don't get too excited over Ratchet and Clank like the rest of the world seems to, but this game was really good from what I recall. And Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on the PS5 was even better. Like, absolutely amazing game. I don't have strong memories of this, like, specific weapons or the story or anything, but I can tell you this for a fact. I loved it. Like, I loved this game. And it's funny, I never got into Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter in the early days, but I'm glad I gave Ratchet and Clank a try on the PS4 because I just fell in love with that game. Overwatch. Loved it on PS4 first, then eventually I got obsessed with it on PC. It's Overwatch. No Man's Sky. This was actually sent to me from a viewer, I'm pretty sure, and if this was you, thank you very much. I was definitely in the minority by saying this. I was not excited for this game like everyone else was, so I just didn't really know much about it because so many people ended up being incredibly disappointed by it. But me, I was in the dark about it. I didn't have expectations. A viewer sent it to me, and I actually fell in love with this game. Like, it was really fun. Zero. He's attacking my feet. Great game. Need for Speed Rivals. Don't have strong memories of this because, you know why? I think I got it at Goodwill. I don't think I ever played this one, but I'm sure it's great. Need for Speed. Another game I'm sure I got at Goodwill because I've definitely never played this one, but eventually I will. Little Big Planet 3 Day 1 Edition. Great game. Little Big Planet. Whatever happened to you? Seriously, I mean, yeah, we got Sackboy's Adventure, whatever it was called. Sackboy's Big Adventure, I forget what it's called, on the PS5. It was fun. I never actually beat it because I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoy the actual Little Big Planet games. But hey, I gotta say, this game was awesome because I've always been obsessed with physics and, like Object A interacting with Object B and just seeing an interaction with inertia and friction and just everything. I love physics. I find it to be absolutely fascinating. A really, really good learning experience. And well, that's exactly why I play the Little Big Planet games. Water Break. Thank God, I'm on the verge of dying here. Thank God I'm not streaming tonight. Last of Us Remastered. Took everything I loved about the Last of Us on PS3, but made it even better. I think it was 60 frames per second, right? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. Great game. I mean, if you don't like The Last of Us, what the hell's wrong with you? Knack. All right. Let's talk about Knack. What a terrible... No, I'm just kidding. What an awesome game. I feel like Knack doesn't get enough love. I feel like Knack, to me, is Spyro to the rest of the world. I would love for Knack to make a comeback. Like, so much fun. So much fun. I thought I had Knack 2. Did I sell that? I definitely had Knack 2, right? I'm pretty sure I had it. Does Knack 2 even exist? I think it does. Anyway, guys, phenomenal experience. And fun fact, I actually streamed this years ago, back from when I used to stream in my living room in my old house in Jersey. Killzone Shadowfall is playing right behind me. Guys, Killzone does not get enough love. Instead, everyone's focused on Call of Duty and Battlefield. Can we please give games like Killzone some more attention? Every generation, I look for that one game with that new console that just wows me graphically. And right away on the PS4, like, I wasn't blown away until I played this. Killzone Shadowfall absolutely blew my freaking mind. This game was beautiful. Beautiful for its time. The graphics just made me stop and stare at my TV. And this is back when I had a 46-inch 1080p TV. But man, let me tell you, awesome experience. I don't recall the gameplay being like, you know, the most exciting in the world, but I definitely recall enjoying it quite a bit because of the graphics. And it was just a really fun game. Infamous Second Son Limited Edition. Hot take, this game did nothing for me. It got boring after a while. I did not understand the hype. It just didn't stick with me. I would much rather play Killzone over Infamous any day. Horizon Zero Dawn. Hot take. Overhyped, overrated, which is funny to say because the box art is plastered with all these high scores. I just like, really cool game, gameplay wise, but for some reason it didn't keep me drawn in. Like, I didn't want to keep playing more like it did my Zelda games and even Knack. Like, I actually enjoyed Knack more than I enjoyed any Horizon game out there. I didn't dislike it. Maybe I was playing it at the wrong time. I would like to go through it again. I mean, actually go through it and give it a second chance. Again, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Mechanics-wise, it was great. Like, I loved wrapping my whatever, my bows and all that stuff, my arrows, I should say, around the enemies. That was cool, but just didn't stick with it. Yuck. Hello Neighbor. Brand new in the plastic. Sorry. Guitar Hero Live. Man, speaking of hot takes, a lot of people hated this game. I loved it. I loved Guitar Hero Live. The fact that the audience would react to whether you played well or played horribly, I thought that was the coolest thing. Like, that was so freaking cool. This game got way too much hate. I thought it was excellent. God of War Remastered. God of War 3 Remastered. This one I never beat, but I definitely beat God of War. Yeah, this is where we fell out of order. Yeah, this one I never beat. Didn't do much for me. I'm sure it's great. Relax, everybody. I just don't think I really gave it much time. GTA 5, definitely not an overhyped or overrated game. This game, oh my god. GTA 5, Baba Booey. Like, it's so freaking good. So good. I don't need to talk about this because it's GTA 5. Gran Turismo Sport, brand new in the plastic. Probably got it from Goodwill. God of War on PS4. Great game, never beat it. I beat God of War on PS5, but I never beat God of War on PS4. And fun fact, there's an indent in my coffee table in my living room from my raging. Yes, I got so mad, and I don't usually do this. I'm usually pretty timid. Like, yeah, I'll throw every word out the book, things I wouldn't say on camera. And for whatever reason, diss Kratos' mother, even though she did nothing wrong to me, that's just what I do. But something just had me so furious that night in this game. And I know exactly what boss fight it was. I mean, I don't know their names, but it was these two bosses, and they would just team up on me. It really pissed me off. So I slammed the DualShock 4 into the coffee table, and to this day, that dent is still there. Yes. Anyway, cool game. Never finished it. Fallout 4. Fallout has to be one of the most... hot take. Fallout has to be one of the most overrated franchises out there. Series, whatever you want to say. IPs. Like, I get it. I get why people enjoy it. Like, I really love exploring and looting. That's not why I hate this game. It's the mechanics. It feels so incredibly lazy and sloppy. And for some reason, people are okay with that. I don't know why. Guys, I have high standards and I'm proud of that. Speaking of high standards, this game exceeded my expectations. Final Fantasy VII Remake. No, I've not played Final Fantasy VII Part 2 yet on PS5. I will eventually. Piggy 16. For some reason, I have the Piggy version, the Europe version, the UK, whatever it is. I love this game. The last boss fight I didn't agree with because once you died, you had to go all the way back to this part and then beat it all over again. That's the only part I despised. But besides that, I loved everything about the Final Fantasy VII Remake because it's my favorite original Final Fantasy on the PS1. Skyrim, much like Fallout, actually I'll take Skyrim over any Fallout game any day. Really good game. I never beat it. And yes, I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Skyrim. Phenomenal experience. I love the exploration. I love just looting and all that stuff. But it's the mechanics. And it's Bethesda. Is that a coincidence? No, Bethesda. Hire better developers. Hire developers that understand good movement and mechanics. I mean, it can't be that hard, right? Destiny 2. I was obsessed with Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 back to back. Baba Booey. I'm a big fan of Destiny. Oh, there is a Knack 2. For some reason, it's incredibly out of order. Knack 2. Great game. Maybe this is the one I streamed on YouTube or Twitch back in the day and not the original Knack. But either way, I just recall really enjoying both Knack 1 and Knack 2. Crash Bandicoot's Insane Trilogy. I loved Crash Bandicoot as a kid. Loved it. Loved those games. But for whatever reason, much like Spyro, it just didn't hold my attention. But I'm glad I have this. I'm glad I have it and I can play it at any moment in time. All right, we're going to avoid that catastrophe. Call of Duty World War II. Probably one of the least enjoyable Call of Duties I ever bought, but it is what it is. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Boots off the ground, wall running and all that stuff, jetpacks. I loved Infinite Warfare. Guys, I love this game. It was so much fun, just like Advanced Warfare. Okay, Black Ops 3. Great game. Loved it. Burnout Paradise, my favorite Burnout game to date. I think I talked about this on my Xbox 360 video, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, guys, look, I loved it so much, I bought it again for PS4, and I even bought it for my Switch. Battlefield 4, phenomenal. And Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Gotta be honest, well, first of all, look, tin case. Beautiful, beautiful tin case. Gotta be honest though, I got this from a viewer. They sent it to me without like asking or anything, which is fine. I appreciate it. But I feel bad because I never got into Black Flag. The only Assassin's Creed game I really enjoyed was Assassin's Creed on, what was it, the PS3? The original? Yeah. Anyway, guys, there you go. There is my PlayStation 4 collection. Overall, I think it's pretty solid, right? Pretty solid. And man, did I have some hot takes. But guys, if you're getting mad, think about this for a second. Scale back and think about the big picture. It's just a video game. Don't get mad over my opinion, all right? I mean, I have very high standards, especially when it comes to mechanics and movement in a game. If a game's movement sucks, then I'm out. Despite playing Thief. Thief, I recall the mechanics being pretty bad, but for some reason I forced myself through it. So the fact that I played Thief more than I played Fallout 4, that kind of says something. I'm just saying. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for another collection video very soon. I'll see you soon. That was redundant. Later.